Okay, so this is in class 8, part 2. So it's the same question, same region, except only difference is I have dx, dy. In part 1 we had dy, dx. And we got the answer was 24/5. So we should get the same answer doing this way. So here, since x is first, it means you're going to be doing strips parallel to the x-axis. So it'd be like this. You're chopping it up this way. So again, there's some sort of surface above this, maybe like that. Then you're trying to find the volume above this region. So again, we're slicing it this way. So let me put in a typical strip here. Draw better than that. So here's a typical strip. Okay, so the point out here we can just call xy, and a point over here. Well, the x value is 2 here, so it'll be 2, has the same y value. So x is going to go from 2 to over to here. So we have to write this x as a function of y. So we're going to be using our ellipse, because this guy is on the ellipse. So we'll have note x minus 2 squared over 4 plus y plus 1 squared over 9 equals 1. Let's multiply both sides by 36. Again, I want to solve for x, so multiplying both sides by 36. So putting 36 here, 4 into 36 will go 9, so it'll be 9 x minus 2 squared plus, putting 36 here, 9 into 36 will go 4, so 4 y plus 1 squared equals 36. Then we'll take this over here, so we'll have then 9 x minus 2 squared equals 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared. Then dividing both sides by 9. So dividing both sides by 9, we'll have then x minus 2 squared equals 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared, all divided by 9. Then looking at our picture, in this region over here, x is bigger than 2, so x minus 2 to be positive. So when I take the square root, it will be the positive square root. So taking square root here, we'll have then x minus 2 equals positive square root of 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared over square root of 9, which would be 3. Okay, so lastly then, to solve for x, I'd add 2 to both sides. So then you have x equals 2 plus square root of 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared divided by 3. I'm going to call this g of y. Okay, so going back up to our integral, let's start filling in some stuff here. So this strip goes from 2 on the x to g of y. Because this guy here, writing x as a function of y, would be g of y. All right, and the strips now are going to go up and down here, and the lowest they can be is minus 1, and the biggest they can be goes up to 2, so it'll be minus 1 to 2. Then our function, x minus 2 squared y plus 1 dx dy. Okay, so now I'm going to erase the picture and move this guy to the top. Okay, so I move things around. So I put my x over here. So let's keep going here. So we're integrating with respect to x. So let's make a substitution here. Say let u equal x minus 2. Then du dx would equal 1. So then du equals dx. So then plugging in here, minus 1 to 2 integral of, it's going to be u of 2, it's going to be u of gy, then it's going to be u squared times y plus 1, so dx is du, so it'll be du dy. Okay, so my u is here, so putting 2 in place of x, it'll be 0 this guy, so it'll be 2 minus 2, so 0 down here, and this guy would be g of y minus 2 there. So let's keep going. So it'll be integral minus 1 to 2. So integrating the u guy now will be u cubed y plus 1 over 3 evaluated at 0, and g of y minus 2 still dy over here. Okay, let's bring it down here. Okay, so here's my g up here. So when I go minus 2, it's going to knock off that 2 right there. So I'm just left with the square root term. The square root divided by 3. The square root I can write as raised to the 1/2, so let's do that. So we could write this then as integral minus 1 to 2 is going to be 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared raised to the 1/2 divided by 3 still. This whole thing cubed, and that's it. Hold on a second, I lost a y plus 1 here. Sorry, I lost my y plus 1. So it'll be times y plus 1 dy. Sorry, also I lost that 3 also. That should be, let's put it in front over here. I forgot it. It goes there. Okay, so simplifying this, you're cubing the 3 down here, that'll make it 27, then you can bring it out, multiply by that 3 over there, that'll make it 81. So it'll be 1 over 81 integral from negative 1 to 2. That's going to be 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared, all raised to the 3/2 times y plus 1 dy. Okay, I'm going to make another substitution here. This looks like a pretty nasty integral, but if I let this be w right here, works out kind of nice. So let w equal 36 minus 4 y plus 1 squared. So then dw dy, that's 0, it's using chain rule, it'll be minus 8 y plus 1. Okay, so then I can solve for say dw, so be minus 8y plus 1 dy, then solve for dy. So dy then will be dw over negative 8y plus 1. Okay, so then we'll make that substitution over here, change to the w variable, so it'll be 1 over 81, that'll be integral, so it'll be w of minus 1, w2, then this guy here is w to the 3/2, that'll be y plus 1 times dy, but dy now is dw over negative 8y plus 1. Okay, so w of minus 1, well, w is here, so we do this one here. So putting minus 1 in there, well, you can check if you put minus 1 here, that would go away because it'd be minus 1 plus 1. So it'd just be 36 for this guy. And w of 2, is that the way up here? So w of 2, putting 2 over here, it'll be 36 minus 4. So putting 2 there will be 3 squared. So that's going to end up being 0. Okay, so let me move things around. I'm out of space. Okay, so we're up here. Now, this has the 36 at the bottom and the 0 on top. Usually you write the bigger number on top. So by properties of integrals, if I switch those around, I'll introduce a minus sign. So let's do that. And that a can go out with the 81 here. So it'll be 1 over 81. So when I introduce a minus sign, I can just multiply it with that one and make it positive. So it'll be 1 over 8. And it'll be integral from 0 to 36 w to the 3/2 dw. Okay, so 81 times 8 is 648, so it'll be 1 over 648. So integrating this will be w, so adding 1 to that will be 3/2 plus 1 over 3/2 plus 1, then evaluate it at 0 and 36. Okay, so this is 3/2 plus 1 is 5/2, so it's going to be then equal to 1 over 648. So that's 5/2, so it'll be reciprocal, so it'll be 2/5. And then w to the 5/2 evaluated at 0 and 36. Okay, so this should end up being 24 over 5. So let's see. So it'll be then, so it'll be crossing a 2 off here. So it'll be 324 down here. So it'll be 1 over 324 times 5, that's going to be 30 times 36 to the 5/2. Okay, so that's going to be then 1 over 324 times 5. 36 to the 5/2 means square root of 36 to the 5th, so it'll be 6 to the 5th. Okay, so So like into prime factors at 324, or breaking it down, you can check, and that gets to not prime factors. You can write this as so 324 you can write as 6 squared times 3 squared times 5. Then 6 to 50 you can write as 6 squared times 6. We cross out there. This will go in here, it'll be 4 left. So you're left with 24 over 5, which is the same answer we got from part 1, so we're done.